Morning shareholders, I am Kailasam, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Deccan Gold Mines Limited. Today is Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023, and the time is 11:34 a.m. At the outset, I welcome all of you to this extraordinary general meeting of Deccan Gold Mines Limited. This meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Before we start the main proceedings of the meeting, I extend a warm welcome to my colleagues on board and management, Hanuma Prasad, Managing Director, Subramanian, Executive Director and Company Secretary, Karunakaran, CFO, joining the meeting from our office at Bangalore, along with me, and also I welcome the other directors, Govind Subhas Saman, Andrew Mark Weeks, and Deepthi, who have also joined the meeting remotely. I confirm that the statutory auditors and secretarial auditor are present for the meeting through video conferencing, and I welcome them also to this meeting. I have been informed that the requisite quorum be present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by MCA and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. I call this meeting to order. I now request Mr. Subramanian to provide general instruction to the members regarding the participation in the meeting.
Good morning, everyone. Members may note that this AGM is being held through video conferencing in accordance with the Companies Act 2013 and circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Facility for joining this meeting through video conference or other audio visual means has been made available for members on a first-come, first-served basis. Documents related to the AGM, including the register of contracts and other statutory registers, have been made available electronically for inspection by the members during the AGM. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for attending meeting through proxies is not allowed, and hence proxy register for inspection is not available. The company has received requests from a few members to register them as speakers at the meeting. Accordingly, the floor will be open for these members to ask questions or express their views. The moderator will facilitate this session once the floor is open for questions. It may be noted that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time at the AGM. The company has provided a facility to cast votes electronically on all resolutions set forth in the notice. Members who have not cast their votes yet electronically and who are participating in this meeting will have an opportunity to cast their votes during the meeting through the e-voting system provided by LinkedIn Time. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the notice on appearing on the video conference page for seamless participation through video conference. In case members face any difficulty, they may reach out on the helpline numbers. Thank you very much. Over to the chair.
Thank you, Subramanian. As the notice is already circulated to all the members, with the consent of members, I take the notice dated July 11, 2023, along with the corrigendum dated July 24, 2023, and second corrigendum dated July 26, 2023, convening the meeting as read. We now come to the formal proceeding of the meeting. I will now take up the 4 special resolutions as set forth in the notice. Remember that we are not taking hand vote here, so I will just read out the title of the resolutions. Item number 1, offer and issue of equity shares by the company on preferential basis through private placement for non-cash consideration for acquisition of stake in Avalam Partner LLC, Kyrgyzstan. Item number 2, offer and issue of equity shares by the company on preferential basis through private placement for non-cash consideration for acquisition of stake in Kelavela Gold Oil, Finland. Item number 3, offer and issue of equity shares by the company on a preferential basis for cash consideration. Item number 4, offer and issue of equity warrants convertible into equivalent number of equity shares of the company on preferential basis for cash consideration. The text of the resolutions along with the explanatory statement has been provided in notice circulated to the members. Before we open the floor for taking questions from shareholders, I now request the Managing Director, Dr. Hanuma Prasad, to update the shareholders on the operations of the company.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good morning to all the shareholders, board of directors of the company, along with the other members here. It's always a pleasure to come in front of the shareholders and explain what we have been doing. As previously, I have been mentioning that we are in the path of creating strong fundamentals for this company to grow. As a part of that, we brought these two assets. We are trying to bring these two assets into the company, which I strongly believe would enhance our portfolio. If you actually look at the portfolio of Deccan as a subsequent to the acquisition of this, it would look something like this. We already have acquired significant stake in the gold project, that is Janagiri. That project is on its way into the production in next year. And we also have these assets through DESPL, which unfortunately are in the court, but we continue to fight for them. And we have the Tanzanian PLs and then Kyrgyzstan project, subject to the approvals of shareholders and the BSE. If we acquire this, then about 60% we are taking it now, and another 10% we have an option to take it probably next year. We will do that. And in Finland, that again, it's a potential ground for the exploration and further development. That's another gold project, which we are acquiring about 31%, but we have an option to go to 51%. And also, you all pretty well know that we have won an auction that is for the nickel copper PGE in the state of Chhattisgarh, which is owned by us, 100% owned by DGML. So with all this, I strongly believe that we have very strong fundamentals, and from here we will take these projects into the production. That is our next target, which I am sure with all the efforts and the commitment from our team here, we will get into the production next year. And there are many more things to come, which I would explain and at the right time or through BSE releases, which I will always update the shareholders. So once again, I thank you very much for your support. Please be sure that we are here to grow the company, and particularly the fundamentals of the company. We want to make it strong so that we can grow into a much bigger multinational entity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hanuman. I now request the company secretary to provide some brief points to the shareholders with regard to the Q&A session.
Dear shareholders, thank you for taking time and joining the EGM today. Before we go live with the session, here are some points to note for your convenience. Kindly turn on your video when you are projected on the broadcast screen. Kindly unmute yourself and proceed to ask the question. Please mention your name, folio number, and the location from where you are joining. Once you have asked your question, you can log off and continue to watch the proceedings. Each shareholder will have 2 minutes for their questions, and avoid repetition and enable smooth flow of questions. The board will respond after all the questions have been taken. So I request, so we can follow the speakers one by one. Our first is Mr. Anil Parekh. Is he there? Moderator can check.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Chairman sir, board members and fellow shareholders. Sir, I am Anil Parekh from Bombay. Tarunam.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello. Today morning, Mr. Subramaniam has called up and instructed us to attend the meeting. And I am thankful to Mr. Subramaniam for giving good kind of investor service. And I hope that he will continue that legacy in future also. Sir, you are making preferential issue of equity shares, and I would like to ask, post issue, what would be our stake in the company? And you have done many acquisitions last year, so that trend would continue or what? And post all these acquisitions, what would be the future of our company? I would like to understand from you. And last but not the least, sir, now this is high time to have a physical meeting because interacting each other physically is far better than VC. VC is just a formality, nothing else. So I request you to kindly have that physical meeting at earliest level. Thank you for patient hearing. I support all the resolutions.
Thank you, Mr. Parekh. Mr. Bharat Shah, is he there, moderator? He's not there, we can move on to the next. Moderator? Can we call up the next,
Hello? Hello?
Please go
Can
ahead,
you
madam.
hear me, sir?
Yeah, we are able to hear, madam. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members. Good morning to all of you. Myself, Deccan from Mumbai. First of all, I acknowledge the timely receipt of notice, which was well in time. Our company's secretarial team, especially Subramaniam ji. Chairman, sir, today's meeting, I believe any decision taken by Chairman, sir, will be good for the shareholders. Sir, I pray to God that He always shower His blessing upon you. Chairman, sir, I hope the company will continue video conference meeting in future. Sir, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting and my best wishes always our company and its prosperity. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Our next speaker, Mr. Dinesh Patia. Mr. Dinesh, you are in the
हेलो
panel.
मेरा
Kindly
आवाज
ask your
सुनाई
question.
देता है सर?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
अच्छा, तो वीडियो भी दिखाई देता है क्या सर? अच्छा, अभी फर्स्ट
Yes, sir.
चेयरमैन से मैं आपको कांग्रेस कहूंगा कि आप अच्छी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, कंपनी को आगे बढ़ाने की आपकी जो कोशिश है बहुत बढ़िया चीज है। और आप जो ये प्रेफरेंस इश्यू करके कुछ आगे हमारा प्रगति कर रहे हैं ऐसा दिख रहा है, क्योंकि हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारा जो मार्केट में जो भाव है, जो हमारा 1 रुपये का शेयर जो है मार्केट में 93 रुपीज कोट हो रहा है, आज 7% ऊपर है, 6 रुपया ऊपर बढ़ के है आज का तारीख में। जो हमारा आज तक का जो हाईएस्ट जो साल का जो हाईएस्ट भाव है वो 94 है, जिसके सामने आज का जो हमारा मार्केट का प्राइस है वो 93 रुपीज है। वो एक अच्छी साइनिंग दिखा रही है कि हमारी कंपनी कुछ प्रगति कर रही है। क्यों शेयर बाजार जो है ये कंपनी का आईना है, वो अरीसा है, मिरर के जो बताता है कि कंपनी कुछ प्रोग्रेसिव में है। खाली मुझे एक चीज जानना था सर कि ये जो आपने अभी जो प्रेजेंटेशन किया उसमें काफी माहिती दी, उसमें आपने जो बैटरी के बारे में बताया कि हमारा जो डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट है, मल्टी मेटल बैटरी प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो कहाँ है और उसका स्टेटस क्या है? अभी अभी आप वो बैटरी प्रोजेक्ट करने वाले हैं कि ऑलरेडी है? तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा आप जानकारी देंगे तो बाकी तो हम देखते हैं कि आप हर एक काम बेस्ट ही कर रहे हैं। मैं हर एक रिजोल्यूशन में आपको सपोर्ट देता हूं और आप आगे प्रगति करती रहे हमारी कंपनी। और ये प्रेफरेंस इश्यू क्या भाव में होने वाला है थोड़ा उसके बारे में भी माहिती देंगे। और आप हो सके तो ये मीटिंग अभी नेक्स्ट में आप फिजिकल करेंगे तो हम आपको मिल सकेंगे। 3 साल से तो हम कोविड के कारण मिल नहीं पाए, अभी थोड़ा फ्री हुआ है, अच्छा वातावरण हो गया है, तो अगर आप नेक्स्ट टाइम जो मीटिंग हो सके तो फिजिकल करेंगे तो हमें थोड़ा आपको मिलने का रहेगा। थैंक यू, ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker for the event is Ms. Prakashini Shinoy. Madam, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question.
Sir, can you
Yes,
hear
ma'am,
me,
you are
sir?
audible.
Yeah, I'm Prakashini Ganesha Shanoy from Bombay. Respected Honorable Chairman, other dignitaries of the board, and my fellow shareholders, good morning to all of you. I received the EGM report well in time, which is self-explanatory. I thank the company secretary for the same. I should not forget to thank him once again for reminding me of today's meeting and giving me the link, without which I won't be in a position to speak. The chairman has given a beautiful picture regarding the company, its working, etc., etc. Sir, I have few questions. What results can we anticipate for the next quarter? And my last question is, how are we planning for the digital future? Last but not the least, Chairman, sir, my personal request is please continue with BC meeting so that people all over the world will have an opportunity to express their views. I wish the company good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the company shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Our next speaker for the event is Mr. Yusuf Rangawala. Mr. Yusuf, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question.
मॉर्निंग सर, आपको मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर? गुड मॉर्निंग सर,
Yes,
मुंबई
sir, you are audible.
यस सर, आपको आवाज आ रहा है सर? कैमरा से कैन यू वॉइस?
Sir, you
Good
are
morning.
audible.
Sir, good morning sir, speaking from Mumbai sir. I am very dynamic company secretary Mr. Subramaniam. उनको सर पहले तो वनक्कम बोलता हूँ सर, क्योंकि ये जो प्रॉब्लम साउथ इंडियन, आई एम टू साउथ इंडियन पीपल आर मीटिंग. Sir, I am very happy with our company secretary is giving excellence sir. Sir, we are not meet from the 2-3 years sir. Now everything is open sir. Next year, if the annual meeting or anything is there, please my humble request to keep a physical meeting at Bandra sir, where you keeping up about 2-3 years back. Sir, it was very good so that we can meet you, sir. That is a humble request. Next year, please keep a physical. Now everything is open and nothing more to it. I also thanks our link people, especially Prasant sir, Pramila Patel, and his whole team for giving a link. And also remember whether you're joining or not. This is a very excellent company. Sir, we have a factory. We having our, if possible, can you arrange at your office so that we can enjoy and we can have a see a film, sir. If possible, can you see a film of our company? Sir, this is a humble request. Nothing more to add. My best wishes are near the 15 August. Wishing our company very all the festival my side. And also Diwali, Dasara, all the festivals, sir. Thank you very much. It's a small share. फूलों की खुशबू, कलियों की बहार, आने वाले सब त्योहारों के रिजल्ट्स को आपको मैं सपोर्ट देता हूँ और फूलों की खुशबू के जैसे आपकी कली खिले रहे सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. जय हिंद सर. जय हिंद.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next speaker for the event is Mr. Suresh Jain. Mr. Suresh, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question. Mr. Suresh, kindly ask your question. Mr. Suresh, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question. Hello, Mr. Suresh. It seems some network issue, so we will move to the next speaker. Our next speaker is Mr. Anil Mehta. Mr. Anil, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question. Mr. Anil, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question.
Here, calling from my residence, Mumbai. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Actually, sir, my earlier speaker has already asked my all the questions, so no need to ask any questions. Yes, I'm supporting all the resolution and thanks to the secretarial department, particularly Subramanian, for their hard work. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next speaker for the event is Madam Mascarenes. Madam, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am, you
Hello.
are audible.
am I audible?
Yes, madam, you are audible.
Photo, yes, and visible also. Hello,
Yes, you are audible and visible.
You. Respected Chairman, other members of the board, my fellow shareholders in this VC meet, I am Mrs. Mascarenas. I am speaking from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company's secretarial team for sending an e-notice of this EGM and also registering me as a speaker at my request, also giving me this platform, which was much easy to operate. Thank you so much. Now, this is as an EGM, and as many speakers were there before me, 7 speakers. I'm happy that you are giving preferential offer to different types of big investors, either in cash or in exchange and all that. It is okay. Our company is having strong fundamentals, but I would like to know how we small shareholders will get of course, little market cap is gone up of late, but if you see gold, physical gold is rising so much, but our Deccan gold is gold, it is not rising to that extent in the market cap. Of course, no dividend. I can't ask for dividend here because still the things are not completely over where our mines will give so much gold that it will be malomal for us. That may take time. So I would like to hear from you all how you all are giving now so much of investment and so much of rigging, how we will the dividend list, maybe not 2 years or at least after 3 years. How are you gearing up for that? And next question is how much we are doing from the ESG front? Have we got some website on the ESG? Because we may get very, very deep pocketed investors if we are on that ESG platform, because now every international and very high deep pocketed HNIs are reading, trying to read, because that is a very Toto reports like, So could you throw some light on that? And remaining, I would like to know what is the future roadmap from here, where we are going, and what is our dream for our company and for our small share stakeholders. With this, I have supported all the resolutions. I know, and about the physical and online, I would suggest a hybrid meeting. So because more shareholders from all of the world can join in, and know what is happening in our company. So people like otherwise only Bombay people will come. And what about the others? Because our company being gold company should be a very great international company, So I wish I talk in a broader sense. We should be a real gold, and gold is always shining. So that is why I say make hybrid meeting, because some people, if they want and interact, it's fine. So, and those who don't want, they will go in the hybrid and they will talk. So with this, I support all the resolutions. I wish you all the full team the best of health and wealth. So thanking you. And now just don't close the mind. Mr. Mascarenas wants to say he is also very old shareholders. We used to come to the West End Hotel when earlier times.
Sir, can I proceed? Hello, can I proceed?
Yeah, please. Yes,
Chairman, sir, very distinguished members of the board and my fellow shareholders. Good morning to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenas. I'm the shareholder of this prestigious company from day one. And I'm been very happy with this company. The warm you give to the shareholders, informally and formally. And we are doing well, but this year we have not done so well. We have skipped the dividend. So when we will get into dividend list, sir, my only question is who are our peers and competitors, and what is our market share? So I would like to know where we stand in the market. That's all. Other questions have been asked by my predecessor shareholders. don't like to repeat, so I end my speech wishing you personally, all the board members, and more importantly, all the employees, all the very best. We are in the midst of a festive season, so I wish each one of you all a happy festive season. With this, sir, thank you very much for patience.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, madam. Our next speaker is Mr. Smita Shah. Madam, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, madam, you are audible.
हाँ, ओके, थैंक यू सर। माननीय चेयरमैन सर और अन्य बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर सर, मैं स्मिता शाह बम्बई से बात करती हूँ। सर, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देती हूँ कि अपना कंपनी का वर्क आपने काफी कठिन परिस्थिति में बहुत अच्छा आप आगे बढ़ाने जा रहे हो, सो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन। और बस मेरी हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं कि आप बहुत आगे आगे बढ़ते रहे और हरदम सफलता की मोड़ पर आप आगे बढ़कर चौगुनी सफलता प्राप्त करें, यही मेरी हार्दिक शुभकामना। और सर, बस हम चाहते हैं कि सर ये पूरा वर्ल्ड में अपना कंपनी वर्क कर रहा है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन सर फिजिकल अपना एजीएम होना जरूरी है, क्योंकि साल में एक बार जो हम मिलते थे वो मिलना अभी टोटली बंद हो जाएगा तो कैसे चलेगा सर। तो ये फिजिकल मिलना बहुत जरूरी है। तो सर उसके लिए हाइब्रिड ऑप्शन भी रहता है, ताकि सर बाहर वाले भी कई शेयर होल्डर्स जो अपनी भावना प्रकट करना चाहते हैं कंपनी के बारे में, तो वो भी अपना एजीएम जुड़ सकते हैं, और जो फिजिकल आना चाहते हैं सर तो फिजिकल भी कर सकते हैं। तो और साल में एक बार जो मिलना है तो वो मिलना भी हो जाता है। तो सर मेरा हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है कि नेक्स्ट डे से अपना एजीएम फिजिकल करे और बन सके तो हाइब्रिड भी करे सर। और बस हमारी शुभकामनाएं और हमारा हमेशा हरदम हमारा सपोर्ट है। और सर मेरा एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि सर अपना जो हमारा नाम एक्चुअली भरत शाह का भी पहले आ गया था, लेकिन हमें लिंक अभी एक 10 मिनट पहले ही मिली है। क्योंकि सर थोड़ा सेक्रेटरी टीम को मैं एक रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि आप थोड़ा जब भी एजीएम का पहले थोड़ा कांटेक्ट भी करते रहे, ये वीसी माध्यम से अपना एजीएम चलता है, तो थोड़ा फोन करके कंपनी भी अपना सेक्रेटरी टीम से बताते हैं तो जुड़ सकते हैं। हमें इन टाइम का अभी एक आधा घंटा पहले फोन आया और देखा तो कोई लिंक ही हमारे में नहीं मिला था, और 10 मिनट का पहले हमको अभी जस्ट लिंक मिला तो हम जुड़ पाए। तो मैं सेक्रेटरी टीम को मैं रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि प्लीज ये इसके ऊपर जरा थोड़ा जरूर ध्यान देने की कृपा करें, बाकी तो हमारा सपोर्ट है। और सर भरत शाह बात करते हैं, उनका जब भी नाम आया था तो अभी वो जुड़ नहीं पाए थे, मैंने जो अभी हमारा रीजन बताया, तो सर भरत साहब भी बात करते हैं। थैंक यू, चालू रखिए सर।
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर सर, आप जो मैं खाली मेरी शुभेच्छा है सर कि आप बहुत व्यवस्थित कंपनी चला रहे हो और अपनी कंपनी आगे बढ़े, भगवान ईश्वर को मेरी हृदय पूर्वक प्रार्थना है। और सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट का भी व्यवस्थित है, लेकिन हमारा नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूर फेस टू फेस मीटिंग रखिए तो अपना एक आत्मीयता का बढ़ा होगा। और सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को भी मैं कहता हूँ कि मेरे को एक हो सके तो बैलेंस शीट का कॉपी जरूर भेजने की मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है फिजिकल, क्योंकि मेरे को इसमें पढ़ने का थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है, तो फिजिकल कॉपी भेजने की मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है। बाकी सब रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है। और थैंक यू वेरी मच। जय हिंद सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जय हिंद, थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Satish Shah. Mr. Satish, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question. Hello, Mr. Satish. You are in the panel. Kindly ask your question. It seems some network issue, so we will move to the next speaker. Our next speaker is Mr. Vinay Bide. Mr. Vinay, you are in the panel. Kindly ask your question.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
The moderator, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Fine, fine, thank you. Well, good afternoon to everyone. Chairman Mr. Kailas Sundaram, Executive Director Mr. Hanumana Prasad, Executive Director Mr. Subramaniam, Company Secretary Mr. Subramaniam, other directors present at today's AGM, fellow shareholders. My name is Vinay Bide and I am a shareholder, long time shareholder and supporter. I'm speaking from Mumbai. I have gone through, carefully hearing, what progress, the company has made, as you've explained in the since the start of the meeting. And, I have no further questions, but I would request to join other shareholders in requesting you. It's been a long time since we had a physical meeting. So it will be better to understand the present and future of the better by meeting. So I think, the AGM which will follow, I request you to have a physical meeting in Mumbai, which is, the register office of the company. Otherwise, I find that, we have proposed the right resolutions and, we require funds, to progress. So you are getting the right, people through the preferential issue. I support all those resolutions. And, I will separately get in touch with you, Mr. Subramanian, for some, work which I will be associated with the company. So I'll get in touch with you separately. In the meanwhile, I will support all the resolutions and, thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we come to an end of the speaker session. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you very much for the queries raised by the shareholders. I would like to respond at least some of them. The first thing is, yes, I also like to have a physical meeting. So we are exploring the hybrid options. Probably we'll come back to you with a clear plan, but most likely it will be a hybrid option for this AGM this time. And in terms of other queries, one I can see that what is the future of our company and how we are going to grow. This is something I want to elaborate a bit. As you know, now we have at least two projects. That is Jonagiri, which is going to the production sometime next year, and also the project in Kyrgyzstan, once it is acquired, that is also due for the production next year, later part of next year. So ये दोनों जो है, we will, the first target of the company is to get these two projects into the production, so that by the end of next year, Deccan Gold Mine जो है, that is into the revenue stream, and it's a junior, it becomes a junior producer and one of its kind of company in India. So that is the target. Obviously, we require some more funds for it. As you know, this time we have raised around 47 crores, 45 to 47 crores of rupees through cash and warrants. And someone has asked what is the price that has been above. It's about 53 rupees 47 paise. So that is the price at which this money is coming in. So I think that is this is first time actually the company is raising money from the third party through preferential allotment. I think as a team we are all very happy for that. So that clearly shows that third party has a confidence in our company and they are putting money into it. Hopefully the next time when we go for the fundraise, we'll do it at much higher price and company would require funds to take these two projects forward. So the first target is to get into the revenue, that is in the next year. And the one other question that has been asked is what about the multi-metal projects? Where are we and where are they located? The multi-metal project, the first one or the only one that we have is in Chhattisgarh, and that is the Bhalukona nickel copper platinum project. You all know that nickel is very key element for the battery, and if you have seen, though then pehle government ko jo bhi aaya hai, and nickel is placed as a very critical mineral that is required for India. So that we already through the bidding, we won the bid, and hum jaake aage LOC, LOI, letter of intent aana hai. I think it will take time, but that project we have with us, and this year itself we'll start the exploration there. And in my personal opinion, that is a very good project. Apart from that, we are looking at two other options, that is for lead and other metals. That is mainly focusing on the battery metals. That is what we have been doing, and I will update the shareholders as we move forward. And Dividend declaration and all that, I think we need to get into the production first. And once we get into the production next year, we'll have a clarity on when we are going to get the dividends, so on and so forth. But abhi tak jo hai, I mean, the main focus now is to get into the revenue stream, which is next year. We will get the revenue from these two mines, one in India and one in Kyrgyzstan. And other assets, obviously the exploration will add more value to the company, add more value to the resources, reserves. That is what any exploration mining company would look at. And in India, the listed gold company, ours is the only one. If you see any closest competitors in this kind of multi-metal and gold, that I can only say that is Vedanta, but we are in a different league, not really Vedanta's league, but that is the only company I can think of who are in the same business as us. So I think that is what from our end. I hope I have answered at least some of the queries. I hand over the mic to the chairman for his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad, for having answered all of the questions. Please note that we are always happy to answer your questions that you may still have, and we welcome you to email your queries to us, and we shall respond promptly as always. The board of directors have appointed Mr. Himanshu Kamdar, Rathi Associates, practicing company secretaries Mumbai, as the scrutinizer for the EOD process. Further, I hereby authorize the company secretary to declare the results of the voting and place the results on the website of the company at the earliest. The resolution as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the receipt of the requisite number of votes. Further, the combined results of remote EOT and electronic voting at the venue, along with the scrutinizer's report, shall be communicated to BSE. The results shall also be placed on the website of the company and linked in time. The result of the poll shall be displayed at least 3 days of the notice board of the company at its registered office and will be placed on the company's website. Also, the scrutinizer's reports will be placed on the website of the company, www.deccangoldmines.com, and on service provider's website, www.inditime.co.in, within 48 hours from the conclusion of the EGM. All the items today's EGM have now been transacted. With this, I declare the EGM comes to an end. Thank you for attending the meeting.